Thank you. Thank you, everybody. What a wonderful video that was. On behalf of Frank C. Berry and his family, I'd like to thank Milford High School Athletic Hall of Fame Selection Committee for this prestigious recognition and wonderful ceremony. 70 years after David Davrin wrote the memoriam that appeared in the class of 1947 Oak, Lily, and Ivy yearbook, his niece Evelyn Bontempo and her son Michael contacted me to discuss nominating Frank C. Berry to the Milford High School Hall of Fame. Not knowing much about my grandfather's influence on Milford High School athletic programs, I reached out to my Uncle Frank, who was able to provide a timeline and other helpful information. Frank C. Berry was first and foremost a family man who adored his wife Helen and 3 children, Frank D., Betty Ann, and Joseph Paul. Representing the family today, we have present Frank D.'s granddaughter, Adrian Danis, Betty Ann's children, Jeffrey Coniaris and his daughter, Catherine, Thomas Coniaris and his wife, Ala, Paul's children, Joseph Berry, myself and my husband, Richard Auger, and our daughters, Dana and Pauline. Frank's eldest son resides in California. He was unable to join us today, but asked me to share his thoughts. He sent an email, and these are his words. Once a Milfordian, always a Milfordian. Silicon Valley for 60 years has been home, but Milford has always been near and dear to my heart. So I was really thrilled to learn of Dad's election to the Milford High School Athletic Hall of Fame. That's a big deal. Dad was a wonderful father, great family man, and my childhood in Milford was idyllic. My memories are so positive. Milford was a great place to be reared. His vocation was education, and he rose from math and science teacher to become superintendent of schools. Art Kenny, certainly one of Milford's outstanding athletes, and eventually a superintendent himself in Keene, New Hampshire, told me years ago, when your dad became principal, at Milford High School, we lost our best teacher. His avocation was baseball, and his coaching and managerial skills were outstanding. His successes at Milford High brought statewide recognition and launched the start of Milford as the great baseball town. His 1924 team especially had an enviable record, beating several highly rated Boston teams. Later, Dad coached the Milford Town League and the famous Blackstone Valley Summer League. In 1929, he started Legion Baseball in coaching the team to 2 state championships. He had an enviable record. His achievement in education and baseball had a commonality. He had the know-how, plus an uncanny ability to handle both students and athletes, a real winning combo. I'm very proud of my dad. Thank you to all. Frank Berry, Milford High School, class of 1937. Frank was educated in Worcester Public Schools, graduated from Holy Cross in 1913, and received his Master's of Art at Clark University in 1914. He was an athlete. During his school years, he played baseball until a shoulder injury prevented him from continuing. Frank worked for 32 years, from November 1914 through December 1946 in the Milford Public School system. During this time, he served as teacher, athletic director, coach, schoolmaster, principal, and superintendent of schools. As a teacher and athletic director in the Milford Public Schools, Frank was a proponent of physical education for every student. He introduced intramural sports such as cross-country and basketball. In addition, he coached the Milford High School varsity baseball and football teams. During the time Frank coached, he faced many challenges, including the Spanish influenza, World War I, the Great Depression, and World War II. Young men and women were often called upon to help their family. Through it all, Frank was known for his high educational standards and excellent coaching skills, which earned him the respect of students and staff. The class of 1932 dedicated their yearbook, stating, "Frank C. Berry, the inspiration of our achievements, the friend and champion of our high school years." Frank remained Milford High School coach until 1924 due to overcrowding at the Milford High School, and they implemented the platoon system, which required morning and afternoon sessions. His passion for baseball continued. He coached in the Blackstone Valley Summer League during the 1920s until the spring of '28. As he was driving past Worcester's Lake Park, currently known as Tibbin Field, he stopped to watch a baseball game. This is when he learned of Junior Legion baseball. He was so impressed that he returned to Powers Post 59 and convinced officials to add Legion baseball to their program. In 1929, Milford fielded its first Legion baseball team with Frank Berry as head coach. The team was runner-up for their first year, won the states in 1930 and 31, and runner-up in 32 and 33. Frank coached the team until 35 when he stepped down and was replaced by former student and athlete Chris Pep-Morcone. 13 athletes coached by Frank Berry are members of the Milford Athletic Hall of Fame. They include Lou Calabrese, class of 18, Frederick Ted Steves, class of 23, J. Francis Vida Cahill, class of 24, Thomas Davern, class of 25, Alfred Red Alzerini, class of 26, George E. Pine, class of 26, Chris Pep-Morcone, class of 29, Henry Tate Bodio, class of 33, Charles J. Bricado, class of 33, Ernest A. Richards, class of 33, Henry Hank Camoli, class of 34, Alfred Cook, class of 34, and R. Kenny, class of 34. None of the family present today had the opportunity to meet Frank Berry, but as a result of the Milford Hall of Fame award, we have a greater understanding of Frank's impact on Milford athletics and feel a closer bond to our grandfather. We truly are honored by this recognition and want to express our heartfelt thanks. Respectfully, Berry Auger, class of 75.
Thanks, Bob.